Greetings, everyone. I trust that you're doing well. And I welcome you to this broadcast. I'm out and about this morning. Showing you what's happening in our community. As you join, please indicate to me whether you're hearing me clearly. I am by the... This is NCN here. The PPP'S media house, because nobody else has a chance to use it. So that's the PPP'S communication network. And look what's going on here. Let me just back up a bit, because there's a little... Let me show you what's going on in Linden. I will have some... I'll show you where this all stemmed from. So share the broadcast. I'm out walking around my community. Look at this. See this drain here, right? We have got very irresponsible engineers, I must say, if it, in reference to the RDC or whoever it is. Extremely irresponsible people. Okay? Look at this. This has never happened in the history of Linden. Never. Never. As in never in this area. I was born in Wisma. I came over here as a maybe a 5 or 2-year-old, whatever it is, young child. And we have never seen this. Never. My father has never seen this in all of the decades. Last year this started to happen. When, of course, some brilliant person decided that they know how to solve the problem regarding flooding in Nikoda. So I did it at night, but I'll come back and I'll show you now in the day. I'll show you in the day what has happened. Right? So you'll have a better appreciation of what is it we're dealing with in Linden. The other communities that are flooded, I think, by New Silver City Secondary School. I hope the light is on that, or you pick me up so you can go and get these things streamed to you. If you're a pedestrian, if this were a school day, but Tukaday Primary School is just over the road, and nursery school as well, our children have to walk through that. See it? Water is racing across the road. So I'm going to take you to the source of this issue. Now, by the way, the river is to my right. Okay? And all of the water in our community is supposed to flow to the river. So let me take and show you what's going on. Here is another location. See, the workers have to take their shoes off, put on long boots, to try to get through this water. Look at that. Development under the PPP. This is the PPP's concept of development. Take a look. This is the Tukaday Primary School here. Development under the PPP Civic. We don't have schools and so on. Hey, brother. Right? You don't let me call people bad words. I'm trying not to call people morons and stuff. You remember how many years I've been saying that they should not have blocked off the drains in front of the school? That's the first thing I spoke about. This side of the road, during Burnham's time and stuff, when I was in school, they had drains run straight all along here, straight to the riverside. Some brilliant engineer under the PPP was given the contract, and he shut off this drain. You can't even show you where it is. Close off the drain. Jordan Murray, exactly, you need to come and talk. Because you all have no conscience, and you are despicable people. To know that you claim to be this prophet and all the rest, and you would lie just to support a wicked, unconscionable group of people, it is sad. It is disgusting. And maybe your God appreciates it, but Yahweh doesn't. Look. I'm telling you all, anybody who knows about Linden, Awutuko, Naikadak, this has never happened. I told you people that in front of this Awutuko school primary here, right here, there's a drain that goes in. Look where they contracted it. For over 2 years I talk about this thing. They cut off the drain here. Look at that. Shut it off. So the drain is blocked. It's also shut off. And then we ask ourselves why certain things happen in our communities. Linden is in the hilly sand and clay belt region. It has to be drained. Akani Bray said you don't need drains. Figi has never once come here and all this happening. Figueroa, who went over to PPP and talked about development for Linden, has never come here, never once come here to see this problem. Never. I have been doing this repeatedly. I'll show you all. Figueroa has never come here. The lampposts are being compromised, they're going to fall because of what is undermining them. This is a sandy area we're in. If you dig where I am, if you go down maybe about 2 feet, if someone you water 3 feet, water and sand. These people don't like to see I tell you all that. They cannot appreciate the good side and decent side of me, apparently so. And I have a special broadcast for you, Figueroa. I got a whole broadcast for you. I told Akani Blair this. I said this, you people tell your people the road needs to be drained. Akani told me no. Linden need drain. That's the kind of people you have to use in our country. Linden doesn't need drain. So what does it need? Because in their mind, since it's a sandy area, the water will just be absorbed. But there's something called a rate of absorption. And if sand is compact over years, water wouldn't just be going through it. The porosity would not be as high as if the sand were loose. Figueroa, I have a whole broadcast to do on you. Believe me, I tell you that. I dedicate a whole broadcast for you. Oh, look at this. Oh, boy. Give me a second. Let me just pull my car in a secure area. And Figueroa and those are the people who come and tell you, "I'll vote for us." He's sick. These guys, man, I'm trying to be as nice as possible this morning. They say I have to speak properly in the events. He's sick. Hey, listen. These are the people who come and tell you all, vote for us. We represent you. That's the kind of people you have in Linden. I have called the members of the RDC, I called the town council, all y'all, tell y'all there's a problem here. Look at this. They just built this building here. I don't know what it is for because it's built in our community, but nobody had decency to tell us what this is in my community. You know? I'm living here and nobody has ever come to tell us they're constructing this facility. It seems to be a public facility. They haven't said it's for this building. But look what's going on here. Look at this. Half of the road. Look, Linden. Your fit and capable leaders, a minibus is coming. Racing down the road, of course. Look. Vote PPP for progress. This is the progress I did. Vote for the PPP for progress in community, and that's the progress in the community here. Look at it. See how this lamp pole is leaning here? You see that? You see how this pole is leaning? Do you notice how this pole is leaning? Progress. This is progress. This has never happened in the history of Linden until they did what I'll show you in a minute. Never happened. This area here never flooded. Never has it flooded. We don't know what flooding is in this community. Look at that. Look at the water is racing, trying to find a path. Look. In the schoolyard, that's the Tukade Nursery School over there. Okay? And Sheridan Murray and others are calling this progress, gospel. Progress. Y'all don't go to jail for being, if Nurse King could be called a terrorist and put in jail for what y'all say is lying, where should you go? Where should we put y'all? Since lying is a crime in Ghana country, y'all, where should you go? Your consciences have been seared. Because for you to tell people that this is acceptable and this is good governance, you are sick. You are disgusting, to say the least. For you to tell anybody that this is what they must accept in their community, something is wrong with y'all. This is not development. This is regression because it never happened. So are we moving forward in reference to the way I said PPP? Let's move forward in Guyana. To do what? I'll show you the genesis of this problem. Since engineers don't understand what I'm talking about. Because I told y'all this will happen. I keep saying it to you. That this will happen. So let me show you where the problem is. When they were constructing this, morning, when they were working on this culvert here, you see the road starts sinking, right? Because it's on the, right here, this here is being undermined. Right here, you see here. This is about to collapse, by the way. Right? Councillors, this is about to collapse. Gaspar and all y'all, this is about to collapse. Okay? It's the subject. I told these people, I told them, this on the here. You have to have a huge culvert. Because water comes from different places and it all comes here. You think they listen to me? Huh? You think that they had time to listen to me? No. Because somebody in both sides advised them, no man, this is good. Put 2 little pipes on here and you're good to go. Well, look at the result then. You see, let me show you what's happening. The water is coming here. Let me zoom in and show you what's going on here. I told them that because water comes from so many different places. Conan, come pick me up. Pick me up at home. Let's go. If you can. See if you. Highlighter, respond to me if you come and get me. So the water is supposed to come here and go straight out there. Head to a Tukan, go through a creek. These wise cats put a smaller culvert. So when the volume increases, look what the water is doing. Can you see it? That's what's going towards NCN in those places. Towards PPP network, communication network. That, you see that? Look at the leaf. Follow the leaf. In University Ghana, we have to study that, all right? How you follow currents and stuff in waves. My degree is in environmental sciences. So in the environmental science class, we have to go and show how you can follow currents. Look at that. You see that? See where the water is headed? See the leaf? So because the water cannot go through this culvert, it circles and it goes right back to the main road. That's the problem. The problem is here. The problem is up that way. And look at this road. You see it's already having a depression? Look at the bus. Look at the truck when it crosses. You see that? See that? There's a depression here. The road is caving in right there because the culvert has been compromised. And these people, you're going to pay. Something as simple as this, I told y'all that this is going to collapse because the water's now begun to undermine the road. Look at this truck again. Look at it. In a depression. Conan, I got you, brother. The road is being undermined. Let's see if we can find the outflow. That's the outflow here. So the rate at which water should be flowing through here. So look at the level. You see the water level here? Alright? Look at the water level over this side. And then look over this side. Do you notice? Compare. Look over here. This is supposed to be outflow. carrying the water to the creek and then out to the river. Look over this side. See how the water is swelling up here? That is because, I told you all again, they never listened when I said to them, you have to have a bigger culvert. There's supposed to be a huge, maybe 4x4 or 6x4 culvert on the ground here. They didn't do that. So they removed a huge culvert and replaced it with 2 small tubes. Now the road is being undermined. And this culvert has collapsed already, by the way, if you don't know that, all right? The culvert in Tuka that connects Tuka to Fraser's has collapsed. Dwight John, Jill. All of your certifications are in preaching, and you, Minister of Public Works. What a tragedy. Which part of the retreat is flooded, Conan? Tell me the retreat. I have a meeting shortly, but I'll hop into that meeting and then continue another broadcast. Let me show you certain areas in Linden. Oh, yeah. Look at this. That right there. Look at that. We never saw these things in Phase Russ. This is new to us. But when I talk, I'm the enemy. Figgy and others and some of y'all lineage too immature, you couldn't listen to me. That's the problem we have. Your skin's so soft, nobody can talk about you. You get mad, you stop talking to people and all kind of foolishness. Because all the time I believe in your head, you already had the plan to do what you did anyway. The others, you say certain things about them, they're upset. Somebody was telling them apparently to boycott London. All your PNC wants to. Boycott London. Don't support me, don't go out in committees with me, stuff like that. So I must be walking around by myself. And I did that for years because I don't need you to be around me anyway to do anything. But I would nonetheless inform you. None of y'all, because I didn't inform you all about these problems. I told you what's happening. Look. Look on this side here. All of these back to way over there where the problem is. See over here? 2 little tubes on the ground here, right? I think Chechong got a contract to do this road or whoever it was. 2 tubes on the here. You hear that sound? Right? Look at this side. If I'm lying, look at the evidence. The other thing is lie, look. 2 24-inch tubings that come out here. To take all this water coming from the mines and stuff. Look over here. And they got 2 24-inch tubes. Hey, brother. Pushing water out through here. They ain't done with y'all yet. Burn it down. Slow it down, slow it down. Right? 2 24-inch tubes, okay. That's 2nd Street, Conan. Onok Drive. That's 4th Street, Onok Drive. So again, you have the water swelling on this side. It's running too fast. This side cannot accommodate it because the outflow is cannot accommodate the volume of water coming through it. Let me show you another ish area. Somebody told these people that you don't need, there's no need for proper culverts because for them drainage is when you put some concrete blocks like Gasper, I think is why we got a contract. You put some concrete blocks beside the road, plaster it, and that's drainage. They don't understand what drainage is. That drainage has to include culverts. Because if the water has to flow on the ground, where are you going? So look what they got over here. So just in case the water gets too high, you have this one here. So they can't if the water becomes excessively high. When the water becomes too high, for where you see the problem is just over there. I'm in Nikedock now, right? This is Nikedock behind me here. So if the water gets too high, it's going to come through these pipes, jump into the Nikedock channel and go out. The problem is that the water is making its way towards phase rust because these culverts are set too high. So they're trying to prevent water from coming into the Nikedock Canal. Alright? Now how is it that I could come and show you all the simple solutions that were ignored? Because somebody came and they had a brilliant idea. When my father worked for this company, the brilliant ideas you have, you all have, and all the managers were here, we never had this problem. Because there were engineers who understood what it took to drain the water coming from the mines, from the dike and those places. Oh no. No man, y'all don't want anybody else. Somebody can't speak to y'all nowadays. So you show up and tell you the problem is solved. One night, this is about 2 or 3 hours of rain as far as I'm aware, and this is what Linden is experiencing now. These are extremely frustrating situations because the solutions are so simple. What is worse is that I told you all what will happen. I explained to you that you should have drains, you should have culverts of a particular size. I explained to you that if you deal with flow rate of water, you have to calculate volume of water, you have to calculate the width and the depth of the trench, the height, so you calculate volume, the length, so you understand how then this amount of water is likely to flow through here. You can't have two feet tubings giving somebody a hustle. You don't have a problem. Now the road in Phase is being undermined and the culvert has collapsed. That is what has happened. Now guess what? If it's before September 1st, the PPP will find a contractor, one of their friends, and give him the contract to excavate the culvert and put another 2 tubings down there. That's what they're going to do. That's how they recycle money in the corrupt system. And that is why for every dollar in Guyana, we are losing 41 cents. For every $1 million, we lose 410,000. You calculate. For every $1 billion spent, 410 million is wasted. They can't account for it through corruption, mismanagement on these situations. That's happening in the country right now. On every $1 billion the PP said they spent, or further, for every trillion they've spent, 410 billion has been wasted, gone to corruption, gone to thievery, gone to mismanagement. Look at this sort of crap they're doing here. This is foolishness. Look at this nonsense. This both sides work here now. Never happened under my father's time in Guy Mine. Look at this road condition. The trucks that are bringing what? The ore, look. Breaking up our roads. And we have a mayor and town council, we have regional democratic council, we have all that. And y'all can't use the Chinese people yet. So they could do to us what they can in their country. There's a major intersection, look at the condition of it. Look. A major intersection. Look at the condition. Look. Both sides trucks. And who are you to tell them something else? On the Barra Jagdio, everybody has been given the right to do whatever they want to do in Guyana. That's happened. Under Barrett, you could do what you want society being right now. Just come and rape Guyanese or whatever you want to do with them. As long as they're being paid with the PPP and they got what they want, fine. When they get their kickbacks, or whatever Sue said, you're good to go. That's Guyana right now. So I'm going to check retrieve, as I said, but what I'll do, I'll hop off in about 4 minutes. I'll attend this meeting, and I'll be right back with you all. Because we have a problem in Linden. We have a serious problem in this town. We have a problem in Region 10 that has to be fixed. And you're not scared of anybody. This is going to do something for votes. I don't have to show up once now in election period and tell you all, oh, please vote for me and come knock on your door, please vote. You have a record of what has been done. And I'm not fighting in Linden because I need you to vote for me. I'm fighting because I have to live here. I'm fighting Guyana because I've made Guyana my home. I was away, I came back, and I have to live properly in my country. My sons and daughters must not inherit the nonsense that I've dealt with, so I will fight for them. I'll fight for your children. We shall fight to ensure that Guyana is better. Let all the community leaders I'm going to deal with you one by one. Let them come out and tell you how many times I've called them, and I can show the receipts from my phone. Call them, send them text messages. We have a problem here. Please come and look into this. And they never showed up. And I wasn't paid to be a councillor. I wasn't paid to be mayor. I wasn't paid to be a regional chairman. I wasn't paid to be anything. Worst member of parliament. And I'm telling you all there's a problem. You never came. Let us tell the Region 10 people, let us tell Region 10 residents about the conversations where people saying that if money is to be spent on certain things that I raise and issues that I have, their allowances would be cut from the RDC. Tell the people what it is. Tell all of Guyana what you all told me. So you must have children and other people suffering in our communities because certain people don't want their stipend or whatever to be cut. And then people come knock on the door to vote for them and vote for progress. While I'm going to look, Ramson's legacy here again, sports club. Can't be finished. Charles Ramson cannot finish anything in this country. Not one ground has he completed. None. And I told he can't. Look. I'm sure if I'm not just about flood, I'm going to show y'all, man. The Ram man. Rami can't finish anything in this country. Nothing. These fellas could talk to me. They could talk to me and tell me what? Then some police take me out here today again. Y'all try this time. Look at sports club. Does this look like a football field to y'all? Tell me, Lindeners. Does y'all know we play football here all of our lives? See the drain? You see the gutter here? This is an oval, by the way. Alright? For cricket. This is a cricket ground. This is not for football. According to FIFA standards, the grade here you see here, at 12 before. That is way beyond FIFA standards for football. FIFA is minus. Alright? Look. Development on the Ramson. Can't finish. The Ram man. Rami. The Ram boy can't finish anything. But you must vote for them. Because it's progress. Anyway. Give me a minute. I'll hop into this meeting and I'll show you what's happening in Retrieve. Alright? So you'll see how Safe Flooding in Retrieve will be the next title. Stay tuned.